A case of money well spent, I think. Watford, who of course share the ground with Saracens Rugby Union Club, lavished £750,000 on a new surface last summer. Let's take a check on the team news then, beginning with Watford, who've been near the top of the table all season and really must have a great chance of a place in the playoffs at least. They've continued the momentum from last year's second division championship season, and although their form has dipped a little in recent weeks, they played well, I gather, to win at Queen's Park Rangers last Saturday. Not surprisingly, Graham Taylor sticks by the team which ended that game, and that means a first ever start for teenage match winner Tommy Smith.
Yeah, 18-year-old, you know, what a way to celebrate your debut with a winning goal. Can he do it again tonight? The 4-4-2 for Watford, which I think is a very important match. 7 points they go clear of Grimsby if they win this one. Alec Chamberlain goal, Baisley, Palmer, Page and Robinson the back four. Wright, Johnson, Easton and Kennedy. Peter Kennedy down the left. And up front, the youngster Smith. What a match for him tonight again. His first league debut, full 90 minutes alongside a very tidy player in Alan Smart.
Well, now Swindon, who are only 5 points above the relegation places at the start of play, and that despite a big improvement since Jimmy Quinn became their manager in October. They've now gone 5 league and cup games without a win, and they'll be looking anxiously over their shoulders if that run continues tonight. They're forced to make 2 changes because of injuries to Gareth Hall and Sol Davis. Their places are taken by Ty Gooden and the former Wimbledon defender Alan Reeves.
Yeah, Swindon tonight in a rain-soaked Vicarage Road. 3 centre-backs with the 2 wing-backs. Robinson, the wing-back, right-hand side. Ty Gooden back on the left-hand side. 3 wing-backs, Reeves, Burrows in the centre, probably just trying to play sweeper Burrows, and Taylor alongside him, left-hand side. The midfield trio of Howe, Leach and George and Dar. And Dar obviously will be trying to get in between Hay and Anura, especially when balls are wide. He'll be looking to burst into the box. Anura with his 17 goals, and it was lovely to see Chris Hay back in the goals last week. 1 goal in particular for me where he swiveled was fantastic. Difficult game tonight, I think, for Swindon.
Well, the excitement is really back here at Vicarage Road. They had a crowd of over 20,000 last month when Sunderland were the visitors. It was Watford's highest attendance for 11 years, and the team certainly responded with a 2-1 victory, and they'll really need to please their fans tonight, Watford, because their next 3 nationwide First Division fixtures after this are all away from home.
Yeah, it's important, Alan, isn't it? They've got to go to Ipswich, Sheffield United and Oxford. 3 very, very difficult games in my book. They must win tonight.
Their home record pretty good. 8 victories, 7 draws, just 2 defeats against Wolverhampton Wanderers and West Bromwich Albion. And in fact, Watford have lost only 1 of their last 15 home games here in the league. These fans, I'm sure, still on a high after the successes of last season in Division 2, when their team won the title on the final day of last season, beating Fulham, and finished with a massive 88 points, the highest number of points in their history. It's a different proposition when you step up a league, but they certainly seem to have taken that rise in stature in their stride, Watford. They haven't spent much money, but the team are on a roll again, and realistically looking at the possibility of promotion. Vicarage Road certainly buzzing again. Graham Taylor having rekindled the atmosphere of Watford's great days of the 80s. And victory tonight could mean a second successive promotion, remaining a real possibility. Thanks, Marcus. I don't know if I might be their lucky mascot. The only victory they've had in a live televised game in recent years was the Northampton FA Cup tie last season, and I happen to be doing the commentary on that. But please don't write in from Swindon if it goes wrong for your team tonight. Swindon will kick off. Kevin Lynch, the man in charge tonight. Swindon in their change strip of sort of Inter Milan colours, if you like. The light and dark blue. Watford in their usual strip of yellow and red. And we repeat that despite the rain, the pitch here absolutely perfect. It's a beautiful surface. Watford straight into possession with Easton. One back by George and Dar for the visitors. Watford busy. They like to get at teams right from the start. Easton with the through ball. But Craig Taylor will guard that one. Back to the Aussie goalkeeper Frank Tallier, who didn't make the best job of his first clearance. He was rather lucky it went to Scott Leach. Reeves with a long ball. Ifi Anura under under pressure from Robert Page.
Yeah, it's going to be a good little battle, that is. Page and Anura. Anura's strong, but so is Page. He's a real typical Watford defender for me. You know, tough tackles alongside Palmer. The very experienced player, Steve Palmer, ex-Ipswich, very clever guy, studied, I think, at Cambridge.
Watford starting the night 6th in the table, 53 points from their 33 games. If they win, they'd move above Birmingham into 5th and be just 2 points behind that pack of clubs chasing the leaders, Sunderland. And the possibility of a second successive promotion is very much on the cards here. Something the older Watford fans, I'm sure, will remember from the days of the 70s and 80s. Graham Taylor's previous successful reign here.
I think it's very important you come to Vicarage Road, Alan, that first 20 minutes you match Watford, you know, you match their power, and you know, they move the ball so quick, they take free kicks quick, and they bomb at you. And I think it's very important, you Graham Taylor's side, they start the game so well, you must match them to that physical battle early on.
Points just as important for Swindon, who after their recent poor form see themselves sliding down the table. Ty Gooden in possession for them, and they sensibly go backwards to keep possession. This is Craig Taylor over the head of the intended target, Ife Anura, their top scorer this season. Craig Taylor, the younger brother of Sean Taylor, I'm sure you remember. Alan played for many years at the back for Swindon. The goalkeeper Alec Chamberlain getting away with a missed kick at the other end.
Yeah, I think Anura closed them down very, very quickly. But Anura's in sparkling form, 17 goals, league goals, and a struggling side. It's very, very good.
Still pouring with rain here as Taylor wins it back again for Swindon. And nice skill on the ball by Scott Leach. Good passing player. Looking for Robinson on the far side. This is Bobby Howe, the former Nottingham Forest player. Leach playing it forward again to Ndar, once of Crystal Palace and a real speed merchant. Craig Taylor. This is Gooden.
Playing surface looks tremendous, doesn't it? I think this rain we had, the downpours, made it really slick.
Ndar with the effort from long range, rather optimistic from that far out from George Ndar, who cost £500,000 when they signed him from Palace 14 months ago.
I think they've had a bit of rain. It's still teeming down from the heavens. Why not try one? You get nice, it just skids in front of the keeper, he can't hold it, someone's following it up.
Aaron Baisley for Watford. And a clever little turn by Smart, but just a little bit too far ahead of the first ever start for Tommy Smith, who came off the substitutes bench to score the winning goal within a minute, in fact, of his appearance at Queen's Park Rangers last week.
Yeah, he looks a typical, you know, he's a busy little player. You can see him, you know, after 3 minutes, he's making runs across, you know, the Swindon defence. He looks busy. He's going to harry the centre halves if they think they're going to have a touch, cut the touch before they knock it long. He's going to be snapping at the heels.
Leach again in midfield for Swindon, under a lot of pressure there from Richard Johnson, who in fact committed the foul.
Johnson, who's a good striker of the ball this time, clearly. Now, we've seen yellow cards for less than that this season.
A rather wasted free kick from Swindon. And that immediately puts them under pressure. Kennedy on the far side, turning it back to Robinson. And in possession now, Alan Smart. Not for long. This is Chris Hay. Lovely skill by the former Celtic player, turning Page one way and then the other. Not quite so impressive.
I'm pleased to see Hay back. Beautiful couple of goals last week. One was a gem. He just spun on it and tucked it away. Skillful player. Had his injury problems. It's a forwards pitch for me, this. Page gets in, sucked in a little bit. Look at this for a nice little dummy. See you later. Good stuff.
Scored 2 goals in the 3-3 draw against Portsmouth last week. Swindon were leading 3-1 at half-time in that match. Very disappointed to end up only with a point. Leach playing it long again, looking for Hay, but straight through to Alec Chamberlain, the very experienced Watford goalkeeper, over 500 games in his long career now. The header away by Craig Taylor. Now Darren Baisley for the home team. One over the top for Smith, who's quick and skillful.
Bowles was across quickly, wasn't he? But what I like there about Smith, as the ball was dropping out of the skies, Ali, has a quick look to see immediately where the keeper is. See him having a little look. It's good stuff, but Burrows using all his experience. Good stuff, getting his head up quick, good first touch. And just running out of room, Burrows over quickly.
Robinson coming forward for Watford, one of the many local lads in this team, finding another, Tommy Smith, in an offside position. Youth policy has really paid dividends in recent years here at Watford. A team that costs very little to assemble, and there are others coming through on the assembly line. Kenny Jackett, who's one of Graham Taylor's, I should say, right-hand men, along with Luther Blissett, has done a good job in making sure that the youth system has been productive. Header away by Steve Palmer, one that they did buy from Ipswich. And another offside goes in Swindon's favour. Alan Smart this time.
Yeah, again, the little fella, Smith involved. Good first touch he's got. But the linesman's in a great position now. And Smart, he's a tidy player, good touch. He can build off him. And look, a half-decent tennis player to start the programme.
Taylor's free kick. Could defend it well, but Leach winning it back for Swindon. Now Georgian Dar looking for the run down the left by Ty Gooden, who's a skillful player with plenty of pace, loves to take on defenders. Played it against Paisley and wins the first corner of the game for his team.
I think this from Swindon can be dangerous. Reeves going into the box, along with Taylor. And Palmer and Page have got to mark up tight.
Ty Gooden again with the opportunity to cross. Good effort too. Spectacular attempt at a sort of scissor kick by Ndar, but well wide of target.
Yeah, I think Ndar, you're going to see a lot of this. If Swindon can get the ball wide, watch for George Ndar getting in the box late. Tremendous strike to get on the target from there. Going back, not quite making the contact.
Scored 10 goals this season, but has now gone 5 matches without a goal. Brave header there by Nick Wright, and indeed it came off Ty Gooden, so he's won his team the throw.
Thought Wright scored a cracker against QPR last Saturday, finished it brilliant.
Well, everyone was expecting a throw to Watford there. It seems that the referee has reversed the linesman's decision and given it Swindon's way. Swindon's 17th at the start of play, 36 points from 32 games. If they're successful tonight, they'd move up 3 places.
I think it's important, Swindon, you know, just 5 off relegation now. You know, it's not comfortable, is it? I think they've started this game fairly well.
Jimmy Quinn, the man in charge now. Mike Walsh is number 2. Former Swindon player, of course, in 2 different spells at the county ground. In fact, Jimmy Quinn, and as you'd expect, got a lot of goals. Here's Darren Baisley. Chance for him to cross. Comes inside and Ndar cleverly and slides it through. Chance for Wright. Didn't really seem as though he was expecting to get the ball there, Wright, and because he delayed, the chance was gone.
Yeah, I think his first touch let him down now. I think he maybe felt that he was in an offside position, but he certainly, his first touch, lost the chance. And Johnson's gone down. That's nasty. He's fallen on the grass. There was no one near him. And that looks like a bad twist in his ankle.
As Darren Baisley loses possession, Johnson back on his feet again, but looking a little groggy. Chris Hay pressurising Palmer here, and the big centre-back stayed calm. So did the goalkeeper. I'm not sure Palmer really wanted it back that quickly, though.
Not any more with that from the goalkeeper. He'll be testing Graham Taylor's tonsils out. His bad throat.
Baisley. That's a clever ball. Here's young Tommy Smith. Will go alone here. And a little unlucky. Taylor's clearance.
Yeah, Reeves has done well, you know, because this little fella's certainly got the legs on Alan Reeves, but he stands up well. You can see Smart spinning to get in behind him here, but watch Reeves, just stands, watches the ball. And in the end, Swindon get it away.
Hay in possession for them. Manura's layoff. The challenge from behind by Palmer, not punished by the referee, rather surprisingly. Well, the home fans shouted for a free kick then. It seemed to me that Smart fell, really.
Right on the edge of the box. I think it was a slip. To be fair to me, he didn't exactly bounce straight up, but there was no looks at the referee.
Robinson bringing Watford forward down that left-hand side, gets it back from Kennedy. The long ball is at 4-1, easily won back by Brian Burrows. And now Robinson, former Newcastle United player.
I think it's very even, isn't it? 11 minutes gone, no real chances in front of goal, but Swindon certainly matching Watford's enthusiasm.
Watford have made their best start for 10 years. They've been in the top half of the table all season, most of that time, in fact, in the playoff positions. They were second, in fact, at one stage. Everyone in the division expects Sunderland to go up as champions, but the competition then behind them is intense. And Watford are right in there in the mix.
I just feel that they're maybe not playing with an abundance of confidence, Watford, and yet, as you say, they're right up there, and a good win tonight, 7 points clear of the 7th place side. That'd be a great tonic.
The form has dropped off, though, Watford. Just 2 wins in their last 9 league and cup matches. Swindon come forward. Bobby Howe feeding it out to Robinson. Leach, the key man in the middle of the field. He links it all together, but gave it away that time. Here goes Kennedy. Disappointing ball by the Northern Ireland international, Peter Kennedy. Page's clearance not too effective. Hay tries the shot from distance.
He will try them as well, Hay. He's not scared to hit them first time. Watford getting a bit of a muddle here. Palmer pushes up for offside. Anura wins the header. And right away, Hay, realising Chamberlain just slightly off his line, tries the first time, strikes well wide, but a good idea. Just sat up lovely for him there, Al. I think that made his mind up, hit it.
Paisley's clearance has gone straight to Leach. Now Ndar. It's good skill on the ball by George Ndar. Keeps going forward, but a disappointing pass in the end.
I thought he was going to let fly there, but it shows you a little bit of acceleration, good balance. A poor wasted pass.
Clearance by Burrows, looking for Hayes. Palmer, the defender. And no foul given. And he looks for an order in the middle. I think the Watford fans were really expecting a free kick for their team then. The challenge on Palmer.
Yeah, Page and Robinson have done well though here. Hay uses his shoulder. That's 50-50. Sometimes they're given. But look at Robinson coming in and helping Page out. Just there's maybe a little bit of a push there, isn't there? But suddenly Hay looks up. Good ball, dangerous ball in the box. Page is beaten, but Robinson comes in and helps.
Offence at the other end of the field.
Mr. Lynch, he does like to let the game flow. There's perfect conditions tonight for it.
Ndar in possession. Terrific pace by Ndar. Watford players react furiously because Mr. Lynch's whistle has indicated a free kick and he's not too happy with the reaction.
I think he might just be getting a ticking off here, Kennedy. I think he's just saying, don't come sprinting to me like that. But again, he's like a sprinter, this fella. Good pace. And you see, he actually trips over Kennedy's feet on the ground. Kennedy goes to the ground here, and then Ndar trips over him. But no yellow.
Lynch not endearing himself to the home fans early on here. Leach will take the free kick. And a pretty poor effort, really.
Do you know what, they actually looked, well, maybe overcritical, but it looked as if they didn't really know what they were doing here. Just trying to find the big fella, Taylor, and he doesn't get off the ground, does he, Craig Taylor? You see Baisley close to him, but that's no free kick for me.
His brother Sean now at Bristol City. He was a terrific player down the years for Swindon, almost 5 years as a mainstay of their defence. Each winning it back for Swindon. And Order did well to hold it up. Now Howe. Robinson joining in down the right. Leach again. Great ball. Gooden just keeping it in play. And getting his cross in, but no, the linesman in fact has indicated that it swung behind the byline. Goal kick.
And what a goal from Leach. Just pings it to Gooden, doesn't he? Just on the left there. I think it's just slightly bent out, although it must be so tight. But that had Chamberlain in trouble. Good deep cross to the far post. Yeah, perhaps just sliding out before drifting back in play.
Began his career at Arsenal, Ty Gooden, then had a move to Wycombe Wanderers when Martin O'Neill was the manager there. Stoppage here for an injury.
Late challenge, I think he's really hurt. Thumping the ground a minute ago there. Smarts. It's just it's a late challenge, isn't it? You can see the studs are high from Kennedy. That's a bit, you know, right over the ball there from Kennedy. And I think his manager's just saying, hey, just calm down a wee bit, son. You've just been spoken to by referee Leach, and then you go in with a challenge like that.
Top scorer last season, Peter Kennedy, with 13 goals from wing back, a tremendous total. Player who almost packed in the game altogether and returned home to Ireland after failing to break into Notts County's first team, and the move to Watford has really revitalised his career, but this is something he won't be proud of.
He's over the ball here, you can see that. That's I think that's yellow for me. Studs over the ball.
Well, Scott Leach is a competitive little player.
You can see him thumping the ground now. He's, you know, I think, let's hope it's not too serious, but he was whacking the ground in frustration.
And maybe a bit of pain as well. Scotsman in his 3rd season now with Swindon, and he's had a lot of injuries as well over the last 12 months or so. Well, during this break in the action, let's remind you of an extra match in the Nationwide League. It's on Sky Box Office 3 tomorrow, beginning at 5:30. For more information, dial that number 0990 800 888. That's 0990 800 888. And on Sunday, returning to our regular nationwide coverage on Sky Sports 2. Programme beginning at midday. Crystal Palace against Barnsley.
Yeah, let's not forget, Oxford Sunderland 7-0 at the Stadium of Light. I don't think Malcolm Short will have to fire his troops up too much tomorrow night. Revenge very much in the cards.
Swindon temporarily down to 10 men here. Scott Leach has had to go off for treatment. He's just come on, but I tell you, he doesn't look like a man who might complete 90 minutes at the moment. He's limped his way back onto the field. Darren Baisley. On to Johnson. Back to Baisley. Clearance by Robinson.
There's one or two Swindon players out there, Alan, a little bit, well, furious over that challenge. I think this could develop into a little bit nasty in the next few minutes.
Good play by Bobby Howe, calming things down. And maybe that's what it needs at the moment. The next couple of challenges could be interesting. Robinson. Headed away by Alan Reeves. Howe. Back again to the former Wimbledon man Reeves, who hasn't had too many opportunities in recent weeks to claim a first-team place. He's only in tonight because the former Chelsea player, Gareth Hall, is injured. Palmer, under pressure from Hay, concedes the throw. Robinson finding Leach. That's a lovely little touch by him to Howe. Out and Dar. Long ball by Taylor. Picked off by Robinson. Kennedy. It's a good ball to Smith. Baisley joins in. Plenty of targets ahead of him. And now and Johnson. Good challenge there from Undar, who gets it back now from Ifianora.
It looks like he's enjoying it tonight, George Undar. Running with the ball. Inura's doing well, holding it up there too.
Did well again, Undar. Leach seems to have recovered now, although he was limping heavily when he came back on the field. He seems back to normal. Now the long ball over the top could trouble Swindon's defence here. Alan Smart onto it.
Just overhit. Trying to find Kennedy. Kennedy was first into the box for him. One thing about Watford, I don't think they overplay when they get around the flanks, around the 18-yard box. So there's someone in the box, they take a touch and they get it in. Smart trying the right thing, but really Kennedy, he can leap. He's not the tallest. That's overhit.
Referee giving the foul there against Page for climbing over the back of the Swindon striker. And a rather wasted free kick again from Swindon's point of view. Frustration for Robinson.
Yeah, again, just trying to get an early one in here, but he doesn't get his foot round it, does he? That's no problem for Chamberlain. I think Watford fans, a little sticky spell, good result at Loftus Road, but I think that they wanted a better start than this. Swindon are certainly holding their own, no problem.
Midway through the first half at Vicarage Road, and still no goals. Baisley with the ball over the top. Headed away by Taylor. Leach finds Howe. Took his eye off the ball. That could have been fatal. Lucky he came out with it.
They do look a little bit busier in midfield, I think, Swindon.
Robinson with the ball forward for Hay. Page should be able to guard that one out safely and has done so. Welsh international Robert Page, who captained the team to promotion last season.
Yeah, it's just slightly overhit, isn't it? It's always favouring the defender. And Hay, why he can't get around Page. Good defending though.
There in the middle of the field. Easton with a good ball for Wright, but he was slow to react, Nick Wright.
Yeah, I think we've got to see more of Nick Wright and his midfield players, because Swindon are in control there.
Robinson for that. Hay couldn't reach it. Page with the clearance. Easton. Robinson. Taken down neatly by Smart. Now Kennedy.
One thing about the two front players of Watford, they're playing a good bit apart. Times they're 30-40 yards apart, Smart and the little fella Smith. I think Smith's got to try and get closer to him, unless they try to get Nicky Wright through the middle, linking off Smart. It's not happened yet.
Taylor's clearance, finding Ty Gooden. Burrows knocks it long. Ifianora the target. Good clearance by Palmer. George Undar. Come back to Page. This is young Smith. Did well. Plenty of choices ahead of him. He's driven it in the direction of Kennedy.
And Kennedy's just trying to sneak around the back post and in behind the full-back Robinson.
Clint Easton looking again for Kennedy. Well read though by Robinson. Got two Robinsons of course on the field tonight, one each side. Mark Robinson for Swindon, Paul Robinson for the home team. Here's Ty Gooden. Hay makes a run to the near post and he finds him.
He's got some header from there. I thought Hay might have been better just helping on. But again, it's the early ball into the box. Hay makes a good run. He was the furthest more striker. Now runs across the Nora. I thought maybe, well, not bad effort.
Smart taking Watford onto the counter-attack. Sure would have been happy with a corner there, but he doesn't even get a throw in the end. Given away to Robinson, who in turn presents it back to Ifianura. Now Ndar for Swindon. Burrows, the captain. Gooden facing his own goal. And made life difficult momentarily for Craig Taylor.
But Burrows just give Gooden a difficult ball there. Swindon got away with it.
A long ball by Robinson, taken well on the chest by Onura, the former Gillingham striker. He goes down, and the referee's whistle indicates a free kick.
I just wonder if they fancy a strike here, maybe Gooden. It's clearly a little... I don't think Wright knew too much about it. There was contact, of course. I don't think Nick Wright knew too much about that.
Chamberlain has lined up a four-man wall. It's a long way out. You can tell that from the rugby markings.
I think it's important defenders are on the toes here. If it does hit the keeper and it doesn't stick, they've got to react first.
Several options here for Swindon. The players breaking from the wall, and the referee might have to produce the yellow card if Paisley doesn't listen and get back here. In the end, Gooden's shot was a very good effort.
It's a very, very good judgment as well from the goalkeeper, because this is not far away. Gooden on his left foot. Watch the goalkeeper here. To be fair, it's right at him, but look, he pulls his arms away here, knowing it's over the top. Good strike. Chamberlain gets a good look and pulls his hand away at the last minute. Not bad though. Gooden let him fly 30 yards. Chamberlain just having a wee look, letting it go.
It was John Gorman, Glenn Hoddle's former number 2 in the England setup, that first gave Ty Gooden his regular chance of league football when he signed him from Wycombe. Here's Paisley for Watford. Johnson. Robinson. Oh, a mistake there by Burrows. He was very lucky to get away with that.
That's not, well, it wasn't his toes, but to be fair to him, you'd expect Burrows to clear that easily. Took him by surprise, smart.
Onura. Leach. He meant Howe to miss that one out and let it go through to Robinson. Johnson for Watford. Again, Wright disappointing in possession.
Yeah, smashing goal started, but he's just been a little bit... He started this match very quiet.
Scored his first ever Watford goal, incidentally, when they won 4-1 at Swindon in September, and that proved to be the last game in charge for Steve McMahon. Paisley. Smart's layoff to Johnson. This is better from Watford. Robinson. Determined run forward by him. Kennedy is in support. Good challenge by Robinson.
Kennedy will try, sneak in behind Robinson, but Robinson getting his foot in well there.
And it ends with a goal kick.
Fiery character, Kennedy. See Robinson committing himself, and you've got to get there. And with the left foot catching him. It's been pretty even, but maybe Swindon in the midfield area in particular just having the edge.
Robinson.
I think it's a little bit better from Watford the last couple of minutes.
The long ball from Palmer. The target was Smith. Gone back well by Swindon. But Gooden has now given it away. Steve Palmer. We'll see him carry the ball forward. Easton helps it on to Robinson on the left. 3 in the box here, Watford. And the layoff to Kennedy!
On his good left foot. It's a lovely layoff from Smart. Kennedy, it falls right to him. On his good left. And just slightly leaning back here. It's a good build-up from Watford. Ball dinked into the box. Robinson drives it in, but look at this for a cushion touch. And plenty power, but just that leaning back. Lifting the ball, going for the far post, but in the end, well wide. Yeah, you can see the visitors are not goal shy, are they? 5 against 1.
Right going forward here. Smith in possession. Kennedy and also Smart in the middle. But the cross was always eluding them.
Just once or twice, couldn't kill a position, but can't get the foot round the ball. There wasn't too many in the box, to be honest, for Watford. But high and wide and a wasted chance. It's lively enough, this little fella, Smith.
Watford have had problems scoring goals at Vicarage Road this season. In fact, they've scored more times away from home. Indeed, only Sunderland have got a better scoring record away in Division 1. But, of course, to satisfy your fans, it's the home matches where you hope to be most prolific. And that hasn't happened for Watford this season. Easton for that. Good ball forward. Smart's layup. Right. And closed down very quickly, this time by Onora. Mark Robinson for Swindon. Hay. Good clearance by Chamberlain under pressure. A difficult decision here. And Reeves made the right one. Swindon's season started badly with only 2 wins in their opening 12 league games. And that eventually cost Steve McMahon his job.
Referee just telling Talia, get that towel back. He was hanging right by the post. I don't think I'll be happy with that either.
Here's Onora. Robinson battling a little too hard for the referee's liking. And the free kick to Watford.
And Swindon have got to keep this work rate up, because I just feel that the last 5-6 minutes they've not really been in Watford's half. It's Watford who are just probing away.
Page's free kick. Kennedy climbed high. Johnson with the layup to Baisley. They've still got a lot forward here, Watford, from the previous free kick. Nice little turn then by Smart. Can he get his cross in? He can. And as a result, his team have a corner.
Smart, he's pretty agile, you know. He just tries to dink this back. It's a good ball into feet. Nice little turn. Just trying to clip it back. Good touch, little feint. Once again, Swindon just getting it, well, almost clear.
Well, they've always been a good set-piece team, Watford. They spend a great deal of time on the training ground on these situations. Let's see what they can make of it. Palmer and Page coming in on the back post in the end. They almost got in each other's way. Yeah,
Onora was close to Palmer as well. He couldn't really get the free header he required. The deep ball to the far post. Good movement in the box, though, from Watford. You can see Onora very, very tight to Palmer. And clearly it's Palmer that heads it out, but Onora's presence doesn't give him a free header. I think that's what you call blatant.
We've actually got 2 centre-backs out injured at the moment. Watford, Keith Millen and Dean Yates, and a striker in Gifton Noel Williams. Foul there by Onora on Page.
Mr. Lynch was in a good position there. Less than 10 yards away. Clearly sees the arm going across Page. That's a free kick. The left arm doing the damage.
This is the 100th league game, incidentally, between these 2 clubs tonight. And would you believe the honours are absolutely even. 38 wins each and 23 games drawn.
The way things are going here, Al, it's going to be even again. We've just had both keepers, well, they've not really been asked to do much, have they? But look, you can see the midfield area is the battle, and I thought Swindon had it early on, but Watford now getting a little bit stronger in that area.
Burrows. This is Taylor. Disappointing ball by Craig Taylor.
Just saying, keepers have not really... Chamberlain had to move smartly for Ty Gooden's free kick, but that was about it. And at the other end, Talia's not really had to do much. Disappointing.
especially on the kind of night that keepers must dread. It's so greasy. Well, there's an interesting ball over the top, but Hay just caught offside.
It's one of Burrows has got something in his eyes, a contact lens problem, or maybe a knock in the nose.
Johnson plays a great ball over the top to right. That was a chance.
Just wonder, the linesman wasn't up with play there. I just wonder, was it a great run, or they just nicked a little bit offside? Ball delivered. Well, it's very tight, isn't it? And it's a hard skill. At least he hits the target with no real power. Good ball though. Flighted in lovely. Hands up for offside, no decision. And easy for Talia. It's a difficult skill. Hits his shin in the end.
Almost a Ray Parlour lookalike, Nick Wright, a player they signed from Carlisle in the summer for 100,000. And Brian Burrows repairing whatever damage he did in this collision.
You can see the elbow from Smart. Well, to be honest, Burrows, I think Bugsy there was jump with his elbows up, and I think Smart, he won that duel.
Great pro, Brian Burrows, 38 years now, hugely experienced, 20th season of his career, and of course most people will remember him mostly from his Coventry City days. He was 12 years at Highfield Road.
Doing his bit for comic relief there.
Gary Colbert, could you please make yourself known to reception leader as soon as possible? Thank you.
No controversies tonight, as Leach returns the ball in the correct fashion. Robinson up with Kennedy, and it came off the Swindon man. Kennedy in possession again. Easton. Bit tight for the cross that he was intending. Page. And Swindon continuing to defend well. Paisley for Watford sees an opening and goes for it. It's a good little ball too to Smith. Right on the near post, but it never reached him. Straight into the hands of Frank Talia.
Good play from Paisley, wasn't it? You know, comes inside, then a little reverse pass out. Brilliant. This kid, look, that's the confidence. Hitting it in first time. Again, just couldn't get his foot around it.
And Robinson caught in possession here by Hay. Can he finish?
Just took one touch too many. Well played, Page. Helping out his fullback Robinson, but Hay just took one touch too many. He thought about hitting it, but the defender, well, he's lucky he got out of J-Hill. That's the touch that gives Page the chance to get the foot in. And there's no doubt Chris Hale viewed that as a good chance. He was going to hit it first time, but Page just getting his heel on the ball.
And a big relief for Paul Robinson, who was caught in possession then by Chris Hay. And the corner's decent, and it was touched on by Undar, and Anura holds his head in his hands thinking, well, maybe, just maybe, he could have got a touch here.
Oh, Chamberlain was nowhere near it, was he? Nowhere near it. And that's a let-off. Anura at the far post couldn't react enough. It's just a tickle of a touch, isn't it? The slightest of touches. Chamberlain's calm, Superman, nowhere near it. It's a let-off.
Here's an order again.
Just get the feeling that the two front players for Swindon for me are a little bit more lively than up the other end.
Well, certainly one thing you could say in Swindon's praise is that there doesn't look tonight on the field the difference in the league table, the difference in positions that the league table would suggest.
Jimmy Quinn said that, you know, they've had some smashing games, but they've not done it for the full 90 minutes. They've been great one half, gone in for a cup of tea, come back out, and the form's gone out the window.
5 minutes before half-time. They've got most of their goals this season in the opening 15 minutes. That didn't happen tonight. And Gibbons' free kick easily taken by Alec Chamberlain.
I must admit, with the rain constantly falling from the skies, I thought we're in for goals tonight. On a lovely surface, but greasy on top.
Muscular play down the right-hand side there by by Paisley from Watford's point of view and Mark Robinson for Swindon.
They lost twice here, haven't they, Watford? So, you know, they're not delighting the home fans with goals. Wolves and West Brom, the only sides that have come and won here.
Strangely, Watford don't have a very good record in recent years against Swindon. They've only beaten them 3 times in the last 14 league meetings between the two. Only once in the last half a dozen here at Vicarage Road. Robinson making rather more sure this time after his earlier error.
I think he'll be getting a little talked at half-time. You don't take chances in positions like that when you're the last man. Lucky for him, Page was close by.
And Swindon's Robinson with the clearance, straight back to his namesake. He was challenged by an order this time. Easton winning it back for Watford. It's a lovely little layoff. And Robinson swings it in first time, taken by Smart. One back by Leach. It's a good early ball out too. Manura.
A little bit disappointing. Just the ball's been given away just a little bit too easily from both sides. I'd like this fella on the ball more. Easton, I think he's decent when he gets on it.
Here's Johnston, the Australian-born midfield player for Watford. Right. That's better. The ball easily cleared by Taylor. Johnson there to win it back. Page for Watford. Aaron Paisley. And now Smith. That was a good, bold, determined run by the youngster, and he wins a free kick.
Yeah, Gooden just captured him, but he's definitely positive, this fella, isn't he? He's got confidence, he knows he's got blistering pace, so he just gets across Gooden. And there's enough contact there for Mr. Leach to give a free kick in a very dangerous position.
2 minutes to half-time. A really good position this for Watford. Clint Easton will take it. Well, didn't really get the angle right, did he?
Nah, disappointing.
Robinson going in hard this time against Hay, but it's still Swindon in possession and a chance to break perhaps down this left with Ty Gooden. He's got the pace to keep going here. And that'll be a corner.
Good defence. Smith getting back there. Excellent stuff from the youngster. The Gooden's, you know, he's a couple of good moves up this left-hand side first half, but look at little Smith using all his energy. What you got to be careful of when you're, I think you're 18, you don't use your energy in the wrong parts of the field, you know, making stupid runs, closing down when you don't have to, but that time, good defending from Smith.
Late corner for Swindon. Really drilled across the box and it's come straight out to Howe. Hits it well and scores! Bobby Howe. His first goal for Swindon, and what a moment to score it.
Just zipped up nicely on his chest. Good clearance, but he's got to be closed down. It's a good take, that's a great strike. You have to say, is he in the line of Chamberlain? Because Nda might have been slightly offside. We'll have to see from a different angle, but Nda is definitely blocking the keeper's view. Chamberlain sees it late, but the time he dives, it's past him.
Well, his last goal was for Nottingham Forest 3 years ago, Bobby Howe. So that will certainly have upset a few people who had a bet on the first goal scorer tonight, because he would have been massively long odds, I would have thought. Now Smart showing smart skills at the other end, but the final ball was poor. Goal kick.
It'd be interesting now, because Chamberlain certainly couldn't see it, but I'm not sure. I think when the ball was struck, I think there's a defender in there just playing Nda onside. Look at Nda now. There's a defender on the far side. I think it's Robinson, and he's clearly onside, isn't he? It's a lovely strike. Chamberlain, no chance. See it better here. Look at Nda right in front of him. The two fullbacks, Paisley on the right and Robinson on the left, play him on. Good strike.
And And you'd be hard-pushed to deny that Swindon deserve it. Ty Gooden. Paisley has it back for Watford. And the team near the bottom find themselves in the lead against the team near the top. Craig Taylor. Headed away by Page. This is Leach. Robinson having to sprint and lost the race with the ball and has hurt himself in his attempts to keep it in play. Totally self-inflicted that.
Swindon starting the game stronger and finishing stronger this first half. And he's, wow, it's a pure fluke, isn't it, Robinson? Clashing into boards, and he looks hard.
Here's Paisley, chance for him to cross, and it's a decent ball in, but Burrows read it well. Right.
Watford have got to get near post runners now. A runner's getting across defenders, it's important.
Good calm defending there by Alan Reeves.
Fans a bit frustrated around us here, just below us.
And deep into stoppage time. Swindon will want to hear that whistle now with their lead intact. But they've got a bit of defending to do. No problem for Talia. And suddenly it's Easton who wins it back off the goal scorer Howe and finds Kennedy. Late chance here as Smart is in possession for Watford. Deflected behind for a corner.
Well, Howe just took a silly chance there, suddenly put his side right in the throat at half-time under pressure. Smart's touch there takes him way away from goal, but he has a sense to play it wide and deflected another corner. Last gasp chance here, first half.
Jimmy Quinn will be imploring his players to keep their concentration now and keep their lead. And that they have done. From the home fans, always sweet music to the ears if you happen to be a visiting player. And I think they reflect a disappointing first half from Watford, despite having a lot of possession. A disappointment that came to a peak in this moment when Watford half cleared a corner, only to see Bobby Howe whack it back in along the greasy surface and on the bounce straight into the net. His first ever goal for Swindon, and they've played well in this first half here. Oh, quite so well, the very experienced Israeli international Alon Hazan. Just checking who's actually gone off here. I think it's Kennedy and the youngster Tommy Smith. So that's Peter Kennedy and the man who started his first ever game for Watford tonight, Tommy Smith. So experience replacing youth, and Daly straight into the action. Started 4 of the previous 5 games, in fact, Tony Daly, after 4 months out of the first team. He's had knee problems, made a dozen appearances this season, and strangely enough hasn't completed 90 minutes, and obviously isn't going to tonight either. A man who's spent a large part of his career with Graham Taylor, Aston Villa, Wolves, and of course it was Graham Taylor that gave him his England caps. So Daly on up front. Hazan will move into midfield. I presume both those Watford changes were out of choice rather than being enforced. Daly certainly straight into the action. Swindon survived that first attack. Palmer leaves it to the other substitute, Hazan. The ball almost finding a way through to Smart, and still could. But in the end, it's guarded safely back to Frank Talia, the big Aussie keeper. Huge clearance by him. Page underneath it for Watford. Leach misses his kick in midfield. Brian Burrows didn't. Leach again. Good player on the ball. Now David Kersley. Swindon battling well with their goal scorer Howe. Leach feeding it out to Gooden, but it was well anticipated. And Watford have got more players forward now, and one of them here is Easton. Chance for him.
He's caught in 2 minds there, Howe. I think he's just tried to, I don't know if he's gone, you know, when he lets this ball run, it's got to be power for me. If he was going to clip the keeper, he had to do it way before now. And he tries to drill it, he doesn't get any follow through, and that's easy for the goalkeeper, Talia.
Well, that's easy, that clearance, with Nick Wright closing him down quickly.
I think Graham Taylor said, hey, come on, we're not performing here, get out there and let's get stuck in a little bit more. You know, it's a bit too lethargic for my liking. I think Swindon have bossed the midfield area, they've passed it well, they've been playing the better of the football. And Taylor knows that his side can play much, much better than this. We need a sense of urgency. Whereas I'm sure Jimmy Quinn's thinking, right, same again, boys. Just pass it, keep it going, plenty of options to the player on the ball, and we'll nick another goal up front.
Dar and Anora combined to win it again. Now Ty Gooden. Ball forward to Hay. Howe. Couldn't quite force it back into the path of Hay. Chamberlain's clearance. Certainly Watford have started in a higher gear in this second half. And they needed to. Easton. Seems to have gone into the centre of midfield now. Apparently George Ndar has injured his thumb. Seems to have enough bandaging there to deal with the average Egyptian mummy, doesn't it?
Go 12 rounds with Holyfield.
These physios like to waste the club's money, don't they? Ifianora beaten to it by Page. This is Leach. Now Howe. Gooden. Hay. Didn't quite thread it through to Ndar. Easton beaten to it by Kersley. And I think that deflected off the Watford man, did it? Certainly that's what Swindon are claiming. They're surrounding the referee and saying we should have had a corner there. He's given a goal kick.
Just feel, you know, Easton, Johnson and Wright in midfield for Watford. Normally so busy and bright. It's not happening tonight for them.
Leach winning it back. Just played it the wrong side of Hay. This is Palmer for Watford, who trail by a goal to nil here. Looking for Smart. Headed away by Burrows. Ndar. Appreciated that little tug on the injured hand. And Easton going in hard, the whistle's gone.
Yeah, he's trying to play the advantage there, Kevin Lynch, but eventually there's no advantage to Swindon. Look at the tackle going in again here. Look, studs high. One or two of them.
It'll be some achievement if Swindon can hold on here. They've got a dreadful away record. 11 defeats in their 16 league games away from the county ground. And I think, as Marcus mentioned earlier, only Crystal Palace and Scarborough in all 4 divisions have lost more away games than that.
See Palace on Sunday, looking forward to that. There seems to be all sorts of problems.
So far this season for Swindon. They came at Crewe, at Barnsley, and last month at Port Vale. And before tonight, they'd only managed 12 goals in those 16 away games as well. So this really is against the form book, the scoreline, which is in their favour, and deservedly so. Watford have started this second half in a more adventurous, more determined mood.
One thing with Watford, they'll keep going right to the final whistle. You know, they won't pack it in. You just wonder if Swindon need another goal to secure all 3.
Smart trying to make headway here for Watford and plays it back towards Easton. Couldn't really get any proper power on the header.
Howe's done well again here. Not only has he scored the goal, he's thwarting the threat of Easton. This is good play from Smart. I don't think the linesman can see whether that was in or out. But look at Howe tugging away and getting stuck in there.
Swindon have got themselves a throw. Ty Gooden will take it. possession again. Quite happy, I think, to kill a bit of time there and win another throw for his team. Ty Gooden, who was a regular until recent weeks, he's been a sub in 2 of the last 4 games before winning his place back tonight. And a chance again here for Swindon. And that could easily, for Leach, have been a second goal.
So it's a great strike. He's very unlucky here. Very unlucky. Palmer with the bad touch, drills it with his left peg past the keeper, and that is, wow, it's an inch past, isn't it? Look at this. Just an inch past. So unlucky from Leach.
Strangely enough, the only senior goal he's ever scored in his career in England was against Watford in a League Cup tie last season.
I thought I was just going to nestle right in the bottom corner there.
And he did too. Ty Gooden plays it forward for Hay.
Get him to Cheltenham. Try and Furdle.
Taken well by Daly. This is smart. Looking for Hazan. A good enough ball. Easton comes to win it back.
Drives the home fans mad. You know, just when he's about to unleash the right foot, tries a clever pass.
And Daly battles hard to win it back for Watford, but the linesman, in fact, was given an offside, I presume.
Yeah, it all started with Smart, you know, jinking at the edge of the box without to blast and tries to slip it inside to Hazan. Goalkeeper drills it here. And you see, well, it's not Daly, is it?
Getting up well there against Page, and Hay gets his way into the penalty area, and that's a fine save. Good effort by Chris Hay.
I think he's been busy and bright tonight, Chris Hay. Just takes a touch on the right foot. This is good play. Palmer's always struggling here on the left foot and drills it. Good stop. And again, it's Swindon who are pressing for a second goal. This is a great save from me.
Chamberlain kept his side in it then, all right. And from the corner, I think the referee saw some pushing by, well, I think it was Anura rather than Taylor. Only Mr. Lynch knows.
Hayes certainly getting back to the form that brought him so many goals at the start of last year. Mind you, just showing us a bit extra here as Palmer nudges him off the ball. Watch this for whoop. And the second time, over it goes. I remember you commentating Alan Pascoe a few years ago, Mr. Parry.
God, you are older than you look, aren't you? Talia taking his time, finally launches it towards Anura. Page with a header away. Leach can't keep it in play.
Incredible. I'm just trying to work this Watford performance out, you know, flying high in the league, and yet lack of confidence here. Swindon, they really fancy this now.
Kerslake for that. Given away. Aaron Baisley looking for Easton. It was a neat layoff to Richard Johnson. Again to Hazan. This is Paul Robinson on the ground to Daly. Robinson again. Daly forced to lay it off to Johnson. Swindon defending deep, but defending well. Finally the cross went in towards Robinson. It was Kerslake who got his head to it. Throw in.
I think that's the first time Watford have actually passed the ball to each other 8 or 9 times. Kerslake does well here under pressure.
Taylor thumps it clear as Watford's pressure increases.
Good thing that Dave Kerslake there, who defended well. Experienced player, but Daly's against him. As Daly can run at him with his pace, could reap dividends for the home side. They've not really got in behind Swindon enough tonight.
This is Baisley. This Disappointing ball straight to Brian Burrows. And no free kick given. Campbell hit the deck, expecting the whistle.
Well, he obviously gets a touch on it. Let's have a look. He's caught. I don't think he's meant. Kevin Lynch saying no. You can see there the right foot. There's definitely contact.
Long ball for Easton, but the shout from the goalkeeper, Talia.
Yeah, good goalkeeping.
Only missed one game this season, Frank Talia. His 4th season at Swindon. Paisley for Watford. Smart. That was smart. Lovely skill on the ball. And then rather wasted it.
Yeah, he has got good skills, this fella, but sometimes tonight he's just overdone it. Taking an extra touch.
Talia fell over as he launched that ball into Watford's half. It was lucky for him, he got so much distance on it. Daly beaten into the challenge. Page wants some help from his goalkeeper here.
You can see Robinson there, and he's about to play that ball forward. He's looking for runs. He's not getting enough. And the moment Smart's up front, his own. Wright's away over on the right-hand side. Daly hugging the left touchline.
Page in possession for Watford. Leach closes him down, and that was enough to force the ball wide to Darren Paisley. It goes in long towards Daly, but too long. Cleans it up at the other end.
Oh, it's Kessler. Now Swindon just holding tight, defending, no silly mistakes. Because I still think they look keener in front of goal, Swindon. But you just feel Watford must improve.
This is Page for the home team. That's a good ball. Paisley to Wright.
Feel Nicky Wright's got to get involved more. Definitely a free kick. You can see the hand in the back, hand in the shoulder, wrestling to the ground. There can be no complaints there at all. Big Taylor.
Richard Johnson is a player who scored some spectacular long-range goals for Watford from open play and from free kicks, but surely he's not going to try from this distance. He's over the ball, so too is Easton. Johnson, the number 10. Oh, it is Easton who takes it. Offside of the season, I think.
It's a bit disappointing. Swindon well marshalled. Burrows saying up. Out we go.
Just the 6 of them offside there, really.
Again, it's confidence now. You know, you just see that there's something lacking at the moment with this Watford side. Yes, it's young, a young side. There's just something lacking there.
Burrows for Swindon. Ndar. He's looked dangerous every time he's had the ball at his feet. Ndar, that's a great ball. There as Hay went in, the goalkeeper bravely at his feet.
Yeah, I think Hay's just caught him. Chamberlain's still clutching the ball, but good play, as you say, from George Ndar, taking on Paisley, easily outpacing him. That's dangerous. And Hay, well, a little bit naughty, just following through. I think Chamberlain's got a right to be a little bit angry there. I think his momentum on the greasy surface just catches him.
White muscled out of it.
The biggest right, is he? But he's just getting brushed off the ball a little bit too easy.
Hazan, the Israeli international. Paisley. Daly is in support, but they've lost possession. Leach looking down the left for Hay. Palmer, the defender. He's got support now from Ty Gooden. Here he is. Leaves it again to Hay.
So he's looking back. His old self again, Chris Hay.
And even Craig Taylor feels he can join in now.
Well, it's a long way out, isn't it? Chamberlain goes down, but clearly just as a precaution. I think his angles are spot on. Big centre-half feeling confident. Chamberlain pulling back the left arm, realising it's going a good foot wide.
football 18 months ago. Now a First Division regular. Watford getting their act together a little better. Paul Robinson. Taylor defends well. Johnson. That's short. Fighting the challenge from Gooden. Now getting very frustrated with Watford at the moment.
Beasley getting a bit of stick, but I think he's been one of Watford's better players, Beasley. It's a little bit nonsense off the ball here. Smart's involved in it.
And Beasley in possession again, and Taylor decided to go for it, and Daly! Fine save by Talia.
Yeah, good stuff from Talia. He's not had a lot to do, has he? Daly reacts the quickest, but Talia's angles are good. There's a bit of nonsense earlier with Reeves and Smart. The referee plays on, and rightly so. Daly on it in a flash, good strike. Good goalkeeping.
With an excellent clearance, but it was well read by Page, who's pumped it back in again and back into the other half just as quickly.
That's what Watford need. They need a few more strikes on goal. Try and get the crowd behind them. Give them a lift.
Watford have beaten Swindon only once in the last 6 league meetings between the two here at Vicarage Road. That, in fact, was the last time they met 4 years ago. Anura, Palmer the defender. That's a corner.
Well, Palmer there didn't really need to commit himself. You know, Anura's going nowhere. He's down on the touchline, nowhere to go. And now suddenly it's a corner, dangerous.
The former Wimbledon defender amongst those forward as it's laid back again to Howe. And, well, I'm sure that Hay didn't mean to stop that.
I don't know. Strikers in the box are.
Now Watford could suddenly break. This is right. Being forced wide all the time by Burrows. Robinson. Johnson brought again. Daisley's cross. Right on the far post. Got a corner out of that.
It's a better ball, isn't it? It's a lot deeper. But Wright just couldn't make the ground up here. Just at the back here, Robinson does well. Knows Wright's behind him, takes no chances.
And there's been a gathering momentum from Watford in the second half.
The ball there, and on the near post there, doing his job well.
Page has gone to that near post area for Watford. Smart in behind him. Daly picks up room in the middle too. He came flying in.
Kerslake again with a good defensive header. For suddenly the Israelis giving a bit of quality at set pieces.
Well, he will leave this one to Clint Easton, the naturally left-footed player. Will try and swing it in to the near post, I guess. And that he does. Only half cleared. Daly wins it back. Page getting it back out to Easton. Danger here for Swindon. And it's another corner. Pressure mounts.
Here's Reeves heading out. It's good stuff here. Taylor and Reeves doing well. Kerslake in there. Kerslake. This is good stuff. Swindon defending well with Taylor.
And the supporters from this earth and others getting very enthusiastic.
Better balls. They're coming in with pace now. It's a little bit of pressure here. It's getting the Watford fans going.
Yet
Taylor
another
again.
corner.
To see the constant drizzle.
Drizzle, I suppose to a Scotsman that is drizzle. That's pouring rain to us, Alan.
Oh, Merseyside, yeah.
God's country. Headed away by Leach.
Swindon are doing well, aren't they? They're doing well in defensive headers. Clinging on to these 3 points here. 5 successive corners they won there, Watford, and now a throw.
Robinson. Johnson. Easton. And again, but it's all a bit tight in there. There's no way through. Swindon finally get it back. Kerslake trying to use the pace of Ndar. Page defended well.
Yeah, certainly livened the game up. A little bit of Watford pressure. This is better from Watford. The midfield now beginning to get a little bit on top now, second half.
Still, Swindon have a precious goal from Bobby Howe just before half-time. There's a lovely ball. White in possession. Much too close to the
times they've got White, killer position, just deliver, and Talia says thank you very much. Look at the time he's got here on the left foot. Too close to the keeper, easy catch.
This is Leach for Swindon. And despite all Watford's possession at the start of this second half, it's still Swindon who've come closest to scoring, not once but twice.
Smart's doing all his work out wide now. Smart. So we're having a bit of a running battle with the two big centre-halves. Taylor and Reeves in particular.
Foul there by Taylor.
You see the tugging going on, can't you? But really Smart somehow got to get the ball to feet in and around the box in central positions.
Is this to be Watford's breakthrough? Easton again will take it. Page a possible target here. Good defending despite the roars of the crowd as Reeves challenged Smart. They thought they might have had a penalty. No way though. Here's Daly. Turn the clock back with that bit of skill, Tony Daly. And I think Ty Gooden is going to have the misfortune to be in the first yellow card.
Well, there's been one or two nasties. I don't think that's nasty. It's a free kick. And Kevin Lynch's side, and enough's enough. He's still sharp. And it's a blatant trip. That's why the yellow card.
I think he realised as well the way he held his hand up and acknowledged it. Easton's free kick. Again, that's twice they've fallen for that ploy, Watford.
Watford have got to get two players on the ball, one run over the ball. It's too easy. Swindon are just well marshalled by Burrows back there saying, up we go. You should learn from your first time, and Watford really, it's disappointing.
Watford are now going to make their third and final change. Clint Easton is about to be replaced by Tommy Mooney, who's a big favourite with the fans here. Just listen to the roar of approval for his arrival on the field. And a good goal scorer as well, the former Southend player.
Well, you just wonder where he's going to play here now, because he can almost play anywhere.
He was actually originally signed by Graham Taylor on professional forms in his younger days at Aston Villa.
He's going to play left-hand side midfield.
Straight into the action. And winning his team a throw.
Suddenly we've got a bit of atmosphere now. It's beginning to liven up. Swindon will be trying to dampen up, back down again. Possession and no rush. Watford fans desperate for a goal back.
Chanting as incessant as the rain now, but will it have the effect on their players? 20 minutes to go. They still trail by a goal to nil to the team in 17th place at the start of play.
Watford with 3 away. Games coming up on the bounce. Just feel they need something here to restore confidence.
I was unlucky there. Hay with a little dummy through, intended to go to Howe, but it hasn't. And from that, Watford break with Nick Wright.
He picked the wrong option for me. Mooney had made a great run his left-hand side there, Nick Wright. It's not been a happy night, but still time to make a name for himself.
Hazan in possession for Watford. Now Mooney again. On a back cross. Cleared by Ty Gooden. Johnson. This is Daly. Paisley out on the right. Used to be a winger, so that skill came naturally. Good cross, but it was well anticipated by Talia.
It's great goalkeeping, you know, because there's nothing wrong with the cross. Talia makes his mind up early, moves his feet quick. It's a good ball for me. Out he comes, no problem.
And Swindon hold on here in the last 18 minutes for what would be a very, very valuable and morale-boosting victory for them.
I must admit, I do like Jimmy Quinn. I think he was a top goal scorer. He's certainly got spirit in the side.
Header by Mooney, harmlessly through. The goalkeeper's kick finds Watford half almost deserted of Swindon players. Only Hay in the picture there, number 10, was far enough forward to even make a token gesture.
Watford have a lot of possession now, but what Swindon are doing well, Al, they're getting behind the ball in numbers. They're making it difficult.
Tygood and clearing well.
You just wonder if the defending 2D, is this pressure going to pay off for the home side?
With freedom to move forward unchallenged now. And that's not a bad-looking ball for Wright. And still, and it wouldn't go in.
No. You don't get much better chances than that. Burrows again, very disappointed who's defending here. Surely a touch of offside. In behind Kersley. Thought he was going to go down here, but watch this. Presented now. That's his night for him. It's not been a good one. Beautiful ball from Page, right in the box. Kersley does well, but look at this for a golden opportunity on his left foot.
And the corner comes to nothing.
Yeah, that should have been a goal. Yet another corner from Watford. Whipped in again. Goalkeeper comes this time, Talia. Nowhere. One of the Swindon defenders down on the 6-yard line.
Well, with the goalkeeper on the deck moments ago, Nick Wright must have thought, I've got to score here.
Again, we're back to confidence, Alan. It's not been a happy night, and his confidence deserts him just when he thinks, right, we're back in it. That's a poor finish. Well played, Burrows. You just got to tuck it away. Another night would be no problem at all from Kersley. Try to hold him off. But look at this. Gets a second bite of the cherry. And surely inside the 6-yard box, you should score there. He miskicks it.
And the man with over 700 games in his wonderful career, Brian Burrows, denying Watford and Nick Wright an equaliser. Stoppage for an injury here. Let me just remind you that we've got an extra Nationwide League match for you tomorrow on Sky Box Office 3. Our programme begins at 5:30. It's Sunderland's visit to the Manor Ground at Oxford. For more information, call that number, 0990 800 888. That's 0990 800 888. And then our usual Sunday Football League action comes this week from Selhurst Park. Crystal Palace against Barnsley. Sky Sports 2. The programme begins at midday.
I'm sure Reedy's just ticking the games off on the calendar at home. Closer to Premiership football. I don't know what Mr. Windass has got to say about that.
It's Robinson for Watford. Into the final quarter of an hour plus stoppage time. And they're facing the prospect of what would be only their 3rd home defeat this season. Mooney for them. Right, Mooney takes over again. Drilled along the deck to Paisley on the right. That's good work by Gooden. Now Anura hasn't seen much of the ball in this second half. Neither of the Swindon front men have. Been all about disciplined defending from Swindon's point of view since half-time.
Sometimes away from home, you're 1-0 up. You're fighting for survival. 3 points is of paramount importance. You have to work your socks off as a forward player. You might not be getting the best service. This man knows all about it away from home. As a lone striker sometimes, you still have to work the line. And you might just get a couple of kicks second half of the ball, one half chance, and it could be glory, but you don't have to work for the team.
If they can hold on here, Swindon, it would be one of the best results in Jimmy Quinn's 5 months in charge.
This is what I expected Watford right from the whistle, Alan. to be pounding away at Swindon, but it just hasn't happened. They're beginning to grow a little bit confidence now, but it's taken so long.
Wright and Mooney combining again, but it's Swindon who come out with the ball. Good interception by Kersley. Gooden getting the ball ever deeper now, it seems. It was a sensible ball. He made the defender on a turn. Here's Daly. Paisley forced to come in field. Hazan. Robinson. Good tackle by Howe, but it's come out to Hazan. Not a bad effort, but I think Talia knew that was going wide.
Watford are passing the ball much better. Look at this for a tackle again from Howe. What a good match he's had. His arm, he cuts across it again, hitting across the ball. And I think it looked a lot closer than what it actually is. It's well wide in the end.
Commended to Watford by Ronnie Rosenthal.
Well, it's certainly been 20 attempts a goal, but Swindon, yep, rightly so, just in front. But on target, Watford have the better tally.
And a foul there on Hay by Richard Johnson has given Swindon the free kick. That's valuable for them at this late stage of the game. Just gives them a breather, keeps the ball in the opposition half. Good and in possession. Just prevented, I think, from going for a corner there by Paisley.
I think Paisley's been definitely one of probably Watford's best player. He's looked right getting forward. It's good, he's quite happy just defending now, sitting tight on this lead. I think this is a big game for Watford, you know. I think Graham's going to be bitterly disappointed if this result stays the same. Ipswich away, Sheffield United, Oxford away, that's not easy.
Great days in his previous reign here. I think they came up 3 times in 4 years, rising through the divisions all the way to the top. Of course, they finished runners-up memorably to Liverpool one season, reached the FA Cup final, of course, as well.
Andy Gray dumping that goalkeeper in the back of the net.
Always a foul for me, that. Always a foul. Coming forward dangerously, and that's speculative effort that might well have found the back of the net. Well, when he comes in from that right touchline, he knows where the goal is. All right, Paisley. He scored a hat-trick once for Watford.
Talia goes flying across his goal, and just for a minute, when you see a keeper stretch at that, you think this is in the bottom corner. He starts it off well wide, and it starts to bend in, but not enough.
Oh, the ball over the top, suddenly finds Smart in possession.
You just get a feeling it's not going to be the night, is it? Taylor was back there, but Smart lost him just for a minute.
Hazan. Johnson helps it on again to Paisley. He's seen more of the ball than anyone on the field, I think. And a good cross. But
well, two chances in 30 seconds. You just wonder if it's going to be his night. Again, it's Paisley getting forward. Good ball in the box. It's a glancing header, but his earlier chance for me was a good chance. Just a little bit wide here, going for the far post and drags it.
Very frustrating night for the home team, and with 10 minutes to go, they still trail 1-0 here to Swindon. Kersley. Leach. It's a good-looking ball, but Anura, in anticipating it, forgot about Palmer, who won it.
And Leach and Howe have been excellent for Swindon.
Robinson. Brian Burrows steps in to win it back.
This fella ain't done bad either, has he? 38.
He muscled out of it this time by Hazan. Certainly passes the ball well. Paisley forward. thought Smart was fouling Craig Taylor then, so does Mr. Lynch.
Yeah, blatant. A good battle between them two. Smart's drifting in between Taylor and the other big centre-half, Reeves.
Well, Swindon had a difficult time last season as well as this. They were 18th, just 4 points above relegation last season. And Quinn's team have already scored more goals than they managed in the whole of last season. And if they can hold on here, it'll take them, I think I said 3 places up the table. Yeah, 3 places.
Yeah, Graham, just getting off his sick bed. He'll be going back there by the look of him. Look, he's drowning. This rain hasn't stopped all night, but he's disappointed. You can see it in his face.
Yeah, there was quite a while when he couldn't talk at all, which must be a footballer's dream, a manager who can't speak. Good run here by Ndar. And across to Hay, just beaten to it on the near post by Johnson. Robinson, rather. This is Johnson in possession.
Haven't seen a lot of Ndar second half, have we? But first half, I thought he moved with the ball lovely. Good balance, good pace. That lovely little just change of pace. Gets to the byline. He's trying to feel for Hay again. Hay's making the run now, but look, Robinson's always got the upper hand and gets the left foot in there.
Unforgiving clock ticks on, 7 minutes. Taylor's clearance, almost anywhere will do now.
As we said, Watford will bash away right to the very last the last seconds. They'll never give up. It's been a better last 20 minutes, but still, is it going to be enough? They've had chances, haven't they? Half chances. And then Nick Wright, he had a golden opportunity on his left peg.
Here's Anura. Gooden. Clever little ball down the line. Page's clearance. And the linesman spotted an offence there, and it's gone in Swindon's favour. The free kick, foul by Smart.
So he's done nothing. There was a little nudge, but I don't think it was anything. See, as you can see them both battling to get there, maybe because his left arm's across Taylor.
And it's the stage of the game where managers might be thinking of the last throw of the dice, but they've used all their substitutes. Watford, 2, remember, came on for the start of the second half. A wet and frustrating night.
Still time, he's saying to himself. Still time. Come on, who's going to get us back in it?
27th year in management this is, by the way, for Graham Taylor. Only Jim Smith has been around in the Football League longer. Now, there's good skill in possession by Smart, but the shot dragged well wide.
It's good hold-up play, good control, but he had Baisley away to his right. I think he realises time, it's just ticking away now. But this is good play. Maybe a touch of hands, but he's strong. Trying to just curl one far post. Corner flag. Daly just want a little lay back. Look at him screaming, Daly, give us it. Baisley was there as well, but trying the bender.
Taylor with another no-nonsense clearance. Daly couldn't escape the clutches of his marker, Ty Gooden, but it is a throw to Watford.
I think he's given a free kick here, Al, because there was a bit of pulling and shoving on Daly.
Yeah, you're right. And that means Palmer and Page will make their way forward into the Swindon penalty area.
Yeah, it's an unnecessary free kick to give away.
Anura, who rose highest to get it clear.
It was better from Johnson, though. He's thinking about it, thinking Swindon, we're going to play the offside trap.
Hay in possession, tries to return it to Ndar. I know he's quick, but he's not that quick. And the fans all around us beginning to look at their watches now. Howe in possession. His goal looking increasingly likely to be the crucial strike.
Swindon, if they're going to hang on here, Al, they've just got to keep possession and take the sting out of things. At the moment, they're hitting long balls, maybe feeling a little bit fatigued in the midfield area, but they're just giving the ball back to Watford.
Richard Johnson in possession for that. Howe will get it clear. Poor attempt to control it by Anura gives Watford possession again. Daly.
Willie Carson sitting at home, or if he's at the match tonight, he'll be feeling 6 foot tall.
Now here's Wright. Daly. Still some defending to do though for Swindon before the points are theirs. Gooden with a clever little ball forward. Manora's got to be careful he's not offside here as Hay makes ground down the left. Trying to thread it through to Manora, and there was a misunderstanding there between goalkeeper and defender. Swindon have a throw.
Well, to be honest, Robinson's holding his hands out saying, just tell him and I'll leave it. No problem, he can't take the chance if there's no talking from his goalkeeper.
There will be 3 minutes stoppage time, I've just been informed. It will seem far too long if you're a Swindon fan watching this at home. Kerslake in possession for Swindon, who still lead 1-0 here. Mooney's layoff. And Manura made sure it was difficult for Robinson.
I know we've got the General Hospital right next to it, Dave. But that was a hospital ball. He wouldn't have thought to go.
This is Page. Looking for Baisley out on the far side, and Dar spotted the danger and heads out into the final minute. Plus, remember, there's 3 minutes of stoppage time. Watford have a free kick. The boot raised dangerously high in Daly's face.
Again, stupid free kicks.
Daly's there to find Wright. Oh, it can't be your night when that happens. Into the 90th minute. A brilliant effort by Nick Wright, and the post denies him. But it could still be a chance for Watford yet. Robinson in possession. Clearance by Gooden to Leach. This is Undar. Thickness of a post has denied Watford the possibility of a point, and Hay takes Swindon forward, looking to clinch all 3 for his team, but there's no way through. Mooney with the flick on. Good defending again by Burrows, who's been excellent tonight.
I think if there was 33 minutes left, Al, Watford probably wouldn't score tonight. It's just been one of them nights.
Here's Kersley. Howe. Page with the interception, but it's broken kindly to Leach. Gooden. Now Undar. It's all about keeping possession now from Swindon's point of view, and they haven't managed to do that. Gets as much length on the kick as he can. Mooney going in really hard there and caught Burrows, but the Swindon man won the challenge. His team in possession with their goal scorer, Bobby Howe. And officially, there are 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, Howe's taking a bad knock there. The referee was trying to play advantage again. I'm sure Jimmy Quinn's saying, what advantage? Give us a foul.
Mooney goes forward and hits it just over.
Once again, the think caught in two minds, because Talia does like to come off his line, and Mooney looks up quickly and spots him off the line, but then gets him caught in two minds. Do a chip or do a blast? And in the end, it's a bit of both. But Nicky Wright, goodness me, what a good opportunity this is. So unlucky. The ball's always drifting away from Talia, going towards the far post, but this time he makes sweet contact. Right foot half volley, so unlucky.
Well, Talia must have thought that was in. I should think most other people in the ground did as well.
Well, hero last week at Loftus Road. They could have had 2 goals tonight. One was a poor finish, one was very unlucky after a good finish.
There's going to be a change made by Swindon here. Bobby Howe, who got injured a moment ago, is going to be replaced, and the home fans aren't happy about the amount of time that Swindon are using up in effecting this substitution. Lee Collins, the player who's coming on, it will be his first appearance of the season, in fact, for the Scot, who's been out a long time with a serious injury.
Yeah, I thought Howe's played excellent along with Leach in that midfield.
Substitute, and Swindon have conceded another free kick. This could be the last opportunity.
Rangers try to take it 20 yards in front when the incident took place.
It's a decent ball in by Hassan. Talia decided to punch, and that was a good decision, I think.
I think he could have caught it, but at the same time he did make good contact on the ball. He's been busy the second half now.
There can be only a matter of seconds remaining now. Mr. Lynch has had another glance at his watch. And another, as Hassan takes Watford forward probably for the last time. And Anura wins it back for Swindon. And it's all over. And Swindon have got a very valuable away victory here at Vicarage Road tonight. They played well in the first half, they battled well in the second. Scott Leach is our man of the match tonight, and certainly for his first half performance in particular, a well-merited award. Great night for Jimmy Quinn, who has seen his team pick up only their 4th away win of the season. And those 3 points will move Quinn's team 3 places up the table. And here's the goal that clinched them. Scored just before half-time when Watford failed to properly clear a corner. And the former Nottingham Forest player, Bobby Howe, scored his first ever goal for Swindon and his first goal at all for over 3 years. The final score here at Vicarage Road on a disappointing night for promotion hopefuls at Watford. Watford 0, Swindon Town 1.
Through it.
Well, Robbo's played it in, yeah, of course. I think he gets knocked out, and I'm walking in on it, yeah, and lands perfect on my chest. I just thought I'd have a pop on my left foot.
Now, am I right in saying your one for Forest was similar?
Yeah, very similar. I don't mind where they're from as long as they go in, you know. I wouldn't mind scoring a few more.
And with Darren Bullock having gone, do you see this as a real opportunity for you to establish yourself?
Well, possibly, but there's quite a few more waiting to get in, you know. There's a lot of competition for midfield places at the moment, so every game's a bonus.
Scott, how do you see the season now?
Well, I thought hopefully we can take it on, and our next game's in Wednesday night against Tranmere, so hopefully we can get another 3 points at home to push us up the table a wee bit.
Well done to both of you tonight. Scott, you're on Nationwide Man of the Match. Enjoy the champagne.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
For a 90 minutes performance, is it fair to say you got it tonight?
Yes, yeah. I thought we played very well in the first half, and second half it was a case of defending well, which we probably haven't been doing for 3 or 4 games. But all credit to the lads. We worked very hard this week in training on the defensive side, and it showed in the second half. We went to sleep a couple of times there. The guys hit the post near the end, but I thought overall we were pretty comfortable, and we looked a threat going forward.
And on that occasion, as you just hinted, you had that crucial thing called luck.
Yeah, you do need that, and particularly away from home, you know, you do get put under a lot of pressure, but I thought the lads coped with it well, and we were staying on our feet. Last week we were selling ourselves a little bit, and you've got to be comfortable defenders you have attacking, and it's a big thing, and the lads done it terrific today.
But now it's so important, isn't it, that you build on this?
Yeah, of course, it's lovely to get 3 points, and you know, you live from one game to the next in this game, and we'll be able to enjoy that until Wednesday.
Thanks a lot, Jimmy.
Thank you.
Begging for your change. The hair on his face is dirty, dreadlocked in for the main.
Duckham's, sponsors of the Nationwide Football League on Sky Sports.